Blackburn Transport was a municipal bus company based in Blackburn from 1881 until 2007. Blackburn Transport's history can be traced back to 1881, when the Blackburn and Darwen Tramways Company commenced operating steam trams. From 1898, the routes were operated by Blackburn and Darwen councils. From 1899, work began on converting the network to electric trams. The last route to be electrified was completed on 4 December 1903. Blackburn's fleet consisted of 48 double-deck and 13 single-deck trams. Buses started being introduced in 1929, when 6 routes were put into operation. 12 vehicles were put into service on these routes. Trams and buses operated together for the next 20 years. The first tramway route was abandoned in favour of buses in 1935, although further plans to put more tramway routes out of action were put on hold due to the interruption of World War II, during which time tramway maintenance deteriorated markedly. The tram system closed in September 1949. Blackburn Corporation purchased 83 new buses to replace the defunct trams, and, as a result, it was a further 7 years before any more new buses were required. From 1974, due to a reorganisation within the local government, the company became known as Borough of Blackburn Transport. The livery changed from being predominantly green to green at the bottom, then white and also a red roof, recalling the predominant colour of neighbouring Darwen Transport, which Blackburn had absorbed. As a result, they were given the nickname of Italian flag. 12 Leland Atlanteans were the first vehicles to receive this new livery, a model of bus that would become a predominant feature of the fleet. In 1983, the livery changed again. The traditional all-green livery style was brought back. To comply with the Transport Act 1985, the Borough of Blackburn's bus operations were transferred to a separate company. The livery underwent yet another change, with the predominantly green scheme being split by white stripes around the windows. Also in this year, the company began operating holiday trips under the Blackburn Coach Lines brand. In 1990, an all-cream-coloured, with dark green bands livery was introduced. At this time, the fleet was beginning to show its age, with the major part of the company's vehicles still being made up of Leland Atlanteans, although some of the old buses had been replaced by 26 new MCW Metro Riders in the late 1980s. Second-hand buses and some new models were bought consistently from 1999, although intake slowed again after 2005 due to falling profits. In 2002, the Metro network was introduced. This offered passengers a simpler view of the services network, known as tracks, and the fare structure was also amended, with the introduction of many fare-saving schemes. Some buses were given overall advertising to promote these features. In 2003, the Blackburn Coach Lines operation ceased. Also, the new Schools Plus services were introduced. These buses, mainly Eastern Coach Works-bodied Leland Olympians, were given a predominantly yellow livery, but with green relief. They were in full operation by August 2004. The first introduction of route-branded vehicles came in 2006, with the renaming of the old Outer Circle service the OC. 2 double-decker buses were given a new orange, purple and yellow livery, and in a similar fashion to what Lancashire United have done, created a new, separate website for the service. On 16 August 2006, Blackburn with Darwen Council announced that after 125 years of municipal ownership, Blackburn Transport had been sold to Transdev Blazefield, which, following a number of delays, took place on 22 January 2007 with Blackburn Transport integrated into Lancashire United. Blackburn Transport operated out of a garage in Intac, Blackburn, with 6 buses outstationed on the Field Coast.